Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. You have finally, you have finally reached my recap and review for Teen Mom episode number 6. We're in season number 22. You guys already know my background has changed a little bit. I will be doing my videos in front of that big TV, but for now, I have not figured out how I want to set up out there yet. For the next couple of videos, I will be in my bedroom, okay? Is that all right with y'all? Is that all right with y'all? Okay, all right. So basically, the scene starts with Chelsea and Cole. They have just had their baby Lane, and they're telling their birth story, and that's all this scene is about. Y'all want me to go through every little piece that they talk about? Because I'm not doing that, okay? We got a lot of videos to get through. I'm not going to waste time, but the baby is absolutely beautiful, and now we're going to move on to the next scene. Scene is Kailyn. She says that Lincoln has practice today, but she's still keeping her distance from Javi and Lauren. And you guys know I always forget to put my microphone on. It'll be on the next scene, okay? I always forget. Kailyn being her regular petty self, and I'm completely here for it because I love talking about her when she's petty. Okay, she's gonna get even pettier because I've seen all the episodes. And I'm living for it. I'm living for it. I'm gonna tell you how I really feel, like I always do. I hate these scenes in Javi's house and Javi and Lauren's house. Javi and Lauren, I gotta say Javi and Lauren now. So Javi and Lauren are sitting here and Javi's like, how do you think practice went? And Lauren's like, it is what it is. And Javi says to Lauren, well, you know, y'all didn't say too much to each other. They're probably never gonna say anything to each other because Kailyn, I don't see her ever maturing and trying to squash this, because honestly, how can you squash something with somebody that's petty? Javi's very petty as well. So you have two petty people and they both want to be petty all the time. And that's a problem, okay? Because two petty people, they're always going to bump heads no matter what. It's always going to be like, it's kind of like, it's like a power struggle, basically. It's like a tug of war with power, and nobody's gonna win. Y'all see how tiny this screen is in here? Okay, my computer screen really isn't that small, but it looks small when I have Teen Mom on it. Lauren's over here saying to Javi, well, you know, whether it's 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, or 5 years, or whatever, okay, she didn't say all of that, but she might as well have. She says eventually Kailyn will come around the same way she did with Joe and V. Do you know what's going on with her and Joe and V right now? Okay, anyway. So, that can change at any minute. With Kailyn, she's like a Cracker Jack box. You never know what you're gonna get with her. You never know what's gonna be in that jack. I went way back, didn't I? I know, I'm old, I told you that. So, if you grew up in the 80s and the 90s, I got y'all, okay? I got y'all. So, my buddy, I got y'all. So, so anyway, did y'all miss me? Because I missed y'all. I miss being on camera. I miss editing videos, believe it or not. I miss editing videos and I miss talking to you guys. So anyway, back to what we were saying. So Lauren's over here like, you know, she's gonna come around eventually. You don't know Kailyn very well, do you? No, you don't. I am already sick and tired of when people get pregnant on here. Lauren, no offense, but I don't care about your 30-week checkup. I don't care. I just got through a pregnancy, okay? I just got through Lane. I don't want to hear about your pregnancy. Just have that baby, okay? Can I see the baby? I just want to see the baby. I don't want to hear about your pregnancy. I don't want to hear about your stretch marks. I just want to see the baby, okay? Thank you, okay? Because I'm going to tell you right now, I already told y'all in so many videos, I already don't like Javi. And Lauren, you're pushing it, okay? You're pushing it. And I feel like Kailyn is more likable than you at this point. Why? I'm going to tell you why. Because although Kailyn can be a little, I was going to say shiesty, but that's the wrong word. Although Kailyn can be quite petty and annoying and rude, at least she is who she is, and she shows you who she is in the beginning. You, on the other hand, Lauren, you're fake. You're a fake and you're a phony. You talked all that crap about Kailyn, and if you were a real woman, you would have owned up to what the heck you said, and you would have said, look, I said this, I was wrong for that, I apologize. Now, Kailyn probably wouldn't, I think she probably would have eventually forgave her if she would have been a woman about it, but no. Lauren's walking around here on ballerina slippers trying to act like she didn't do anything wrong. She never said anything bad. No, I'm remembering what she said, because if a woman who was dating my ex said something nasty like that about me, girl, I'm not going to want to talk to you either, and no, I'm not going to be nice to you either. So I see where Kailyn's coming from, like I said before. And if Lauren would have just owned up to what she said, it wouldn't have been a problem. So now Lauren's sitting over here like, oh, she's gonna come around. She's gonna come around, even though I didn't apologize and I talked crap about a woman that I didn't even know. No, she's not. She's not gonna come around, okay? She knows what you said. Do you know that she knows what you said? See, that's the funny thing is, Lauren doesn't know that Kailyn knows what she said because Kailyn never stepped to her with it. Good luck with that, Lauren, okay, because you're gonna need it. So the next scene, we're here with Barbara, Janelle's scene, and we have Kristen asking Barbara, look, a couple weeks ago, the last time we heard about anything from Janelle was when David showed up at the soccer game, and the security guard was like, oh, okay, everybody out, everybody done, we can't film, blah, blah, blah. I was like, if you don't shut your... Anyway, so, Kristen says, do you know why Janelle is not filming? Barbara explains to Kristen that Janelle talked to her and said that, you know, basically this show is about Janelle's life. Janelle saying this is about my life. And it's very difficult to want to, you know, chronicle my life when you're leaving out my husband. Whose fault is that, Janelle? Exactly. So I don't know. I really don't know what the heck Janelle's problem is. Do you want to get paid? Do you want those bills paid? Do you want the land paid for? Then shut your mouth, get on camera, and stop being a big freaking baby. You know what? There's been so many scenes with Janelle crying. I swear, if I see her crying one more freaking time. And you guys, I am gonna do a video of clips with Janelle. I'm behind on so many videos. I don't have time for extra videos, okay? I need to just get out the videos that are required, which are the Teen Mom reviews, because you guys are waiting for these. Barbara goes on to say that every time Janelle goes to try to do something involving MTV, that basically David is reality show blocking. So Kristen asks Barbara, sorry, I just had some pink lemonade. Oh, taste was still in my mouth. So Kristen asks Barbara, is David gonna let her do the show? So Barbara goes on to tell Kristen that Janelle, she thinks she's put her foot down involving as far as David and her filming. Because let's get this straight. This is Janelle's job. She's under contract to be on this show, whether she or David likes it or not. Barbara goes on to say that Janelle has told her that she will continue to film. Like I said, if she doesn't continue to film, she's under breach of contract. She's gonna pay MTV. And I'm gonna tell you something, if MTV takes you to court, you're gonna lose. Kristen asks Barbara, have you talked to Janelle about David? Barbara says, I don't talk to Janelle about David. I don't know what you're talking about. Barbara says her job is to keep the peace between her and Janelle, and hopefully everything will work out, basically. So the next scene is Brianna's scene. She says that she noticed that Stella was having a problem moving her arm. Come to find out that Stella had a very serious bacterial infection and she needed emergency surgery. So she went to take the baby to have her surgery. Stella had to stay in the hospital for a few days. You know, the doctors usually want to monitor you after surgery. Brittany is out of town doing something. I forgot what she said, okay? And so it has only been Roxanne and Brianna and Nova, you know, dealing with Stella in the hospital, and she says that it's been hard on them. Roxanne's in the car and she calls Brittany and gives her an update on Stella's condition, and she has septic arthritis in her shoulder, and she lets her know how long she's going to be in the hospital, and that poor baby Stella is going to be probably on antibiotics for a few months. Next scene is Leah's scene. Leah says she's still dealing with flood damage, and I'm really sorry that you're dealing with flood damage, but I'm sick and tired of hearing about it. Sorry, is that insensitive? I'm sorry, but I'm tired of hearing about it. So she says that Jeremy is back from his job. She says that it's good that he's back in town because Addie really misses him. So now we get to the scene with Addie and Jeremy in the car, and Addie is just, she's so adorable. I will not sit here talking about what they talked about in this barbershop. Was that his mom? I don't know. I don't care what they were talking about. It was not important to the storyline at all. So the next scene is Kailyn's scene, and she's basically saying that she's focused on building that relationship with her and Michaela, and she couldn't care less about Lauren and Javi, okay? She's not even focused on them whatsoever. So we're here, and she's getting her hair done, and now we have Patrick, the producer, and he asks Kailyn, so do you talk to Lauren? Do you talk to Lauren? Kailyn says, I don't talk to her at all, okay? I don't talk to her anywhere for anything, not under a boat, not in a car, not on a bridge. I'm not talking to her ever, okay? That's how Kailyn is acting. Kailyn basically says she has no intention of talking to Lauren, so good luck with you and that baby, okay? Good luck with that baby, but that's all I got to say to you. Kailyn goes into her hairline and she goes into Michaela. And this is another storyline I'm sick and freaking tired of hearing, okay? I'm really sorry to tell y'all. And, you know, celebration time and reunion, family reunion. I know I've sung that song before, and I don't know which video, but I know I did. But how convenient, okay? I'm sick and tired of hearing about this reunion and this building of family and la 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 la, because it's like when you guys have a situation that you want to milk for the cameras, you talk about it all the time. Do you have anything else going on in your life besides this? I'm tired of hearing about it. Okay, Kailyn? I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm not tired of hearing about you being petty, but I am tired of hearing about your sister Michaela, and I got a feeling that this happy, fun reunion thing isn't gonna last very long. You know, the friend, I forgot your name, girl. You know I don't know names very well. The friend says, well, it was nice of you to offer to throw her a baby shower. And Kailyn's like, you know, to be honest with you, up until this point, I don't see her making much of an effort. And that little comment isn't gonna help your situation either, Kailyn. You do know she's gonna watch this Teen Mom, right? Oh God, you guys really don't think before you say stuff out of your mouth. So yeah, she's not making much effort. And when people don't make efforts, like, you just don't wanna be bothered. The next scene is Brianna's scene, and she's sitting there FaceTiming with her mom, and she's giving her status on Stella, and basically lets us know that Louis couldn't give a crap. First of all, Louis didn't care when the baby was healthy. Let me tell you something. If somebody's a deadbeat, they don't care about your child when your child's healthy. They don't care about your child when your child is sick. They just don't care, okay? Don't be surprised. They just don't care, all right? They don't care. Like I said, focus on you and your daughter, all right? And I don't know how that relationship with John's gonna go. Doesn't seem like it's gonna go far. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. So the next scene is Chelsea's scene, and she's basically has her hands full with 3 children. And that's all. That's the whole scene. There is nothing else to tell. So Chelsea goes on to tell us, after this whole scene I had to sit through, and it was just like, come on now. She tells us that Watson needs tubes put in his ears. I've been on mom forums and stuff, and I have heard of kids needing tubes in their ears, like when they get too many ear infections. I don't know what they're for. I don't know what they look like. I don't know what they're called, but I have heard of them before. And so Chelsea goes on to say that she's just really worried about him. I am really sorry that you guys can barely see the screen, but I promise you in the coming weeks, I will be in front of my big TV again. So anyway, the next scene is Janelle's scene, and Janelle says that even though she's really annoyed, okay, she's really annoyed that MTV cannot and will not film with David, she's going to continue to film, and so she's agreed to meet up with her mom and Jace to do something. I don't know, I forgot what she said. Okay, so Janelle goes into how the kids are getting into sports. Kristen throws herself in that conversation, and she's all, so you're agreeing to film now, okay? And she says it must be hard for you to film, and David's not allowed to film. And Janelle. So Janelle has the audacity to say that MTV, the show, Teen Mom 2, has given her a bad rep. Is it rep or rap? It's both, okay? First of all, you gave yourself a bad reputation, Janelle. I don't know, doing heroin, being a horrible mother, okay? You did all that on your own. And then Janelle has the nerve to say, I want some respect. Who the freak do you think you are? You think you're Amber from that reunion? Because that's like the same thing Amber said. I want some freaking respect. Respect for what? For what? How has MTV disrespected you? All MTV has done is filmed your life. It just so happens it's the crappy parts of your life. You know, they don't show up in the cutting room. So Janelle goes on to say, I want some M and F and respect, okay? Janelle, you don't even respect yourself. You staying with somebody who's beating you up, girl. Get your life together. Respect yourself, okay? Try to respect yourself before you ask somebody to freaking respect you. Respect you for what? How has MTV disrespected you is what I want to know. All MTV does is film what you give them. Stop giving them juicy tidbits to film, and you won't have any problems. So Janelle goes on to say, even if I'm never on TV again, it doesn't matter. I have things in the work. I have other things that I can do. Let me tell you something. I think I've said this in another video. It is true that there is a possibility that David and Janelle could get picked up for a reality show. You mean that y'all wouldn't watch a Janelle and David reality show? Let's be honest. Because I would, and I'd review it too. I'd seethe and roll my eyes and suck my teeth the entire time, but I would definitely watch a Janelle and David reality show. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna say that Janelle's fully lying here. She could very well have something like that. But you will not be making the money that you're making on MTV, okay? And you wouldn't have the job security that you have with MTV, I don't think. I mean, you've been on the show for how many years, making a paycheck for how many years? MTV has paid for your house and all your land and all that. And I feel like you should show some respect on MTV's name. I mean, they gave you everything you have. They plucked you out of obscurity. They didn't know that this whole thing was going to become a franchise. It just so happens that it became a franchise, and because you're so messy, you ended up one of the main girls. But you really should be kissing the ground that MTV walks on. That's what a lot of y'all are ungrateful. Y'all are ungrateful because ain't nobody followed me around when I was pregnant, and they're one of them 3 times. So Janelle goes into this speech, and she goes into this long, drawn out Shakespearean speech that I'm not going word for word going through. But basically she says that this may be her last season on the show because she realized this is all about me. It's all about me and my happiness and blah, 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 blah. All you want to be is happy. All around the world is for me to be happy. That's all you want to be, girl? I get it, girl, because that's all I want is happiness, but people just will not let me be. But anyway, your unhappiness is caused by yourself. Even if everybody left Janelle alone, she'd still be unhappy because the unhappiness is within you. You can't use sage to get rid of that. Just like I said about Kailyn that day that she was doing that sage in her house. There ain't no way you can get evil out yourself like that. So I will say a couple things that Janelle said. Janelle says that everybody dislikes the Janelle that they see on TV. They see the Janelle who's always yelling, who's always angry. Look, MTV cannot film what they don't already have, right? I mean, Janelle, are they telling you to act angry? Huh? Are they telling you to yell? Hey, yell for this episode so we can, make you appear like you're crazy, like you're mean, like you're mad all the time. I'm pretty sure that they don't do that. And from what I understand after reviewing this show for so long, the MTV cameras are not always at your house. Okay, they're at your house on certain days. They're not even at your house every month. Okay, there are some times it could probably go about 1 or 2 months and they don't even come. So if every time they catch you, you're yelling and screaming, Janelle, or you're angry, that's not MTV's fault, okay? That's your fault. Get happy. And if you can't get happy, remove whatever it is that's making you mad or sad. Next scene is Brianna's scene. She says that Roxanne's going to go and take Nova to Devon's apartment for the first time. Brianna says she wishes she can go there, but of course she's still there with Stella. I thought that Roxanne was gonna go to Devon's house in like the next segment. They went right there, okay? So Roxanne takes Nova to Devon and Dre's apartment. It looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. So Roxanne's asking Dre, so how old are you? Dre says he's 24, and Roxanne's like, oh, so this is a regular old bachelor pad, huh? And Dre's like, oh, I have a girlfriend. She just doesn't live here. So the next scene is Leah's scene. She says that Jeremy was barely back from work, and now he's back to work and hardly got to spend time with Addie. Addie was talking, and Leah's like, so do you miss your dad? You want to call him? And so they call Jeremy. They have a little conversation. And that is all. So the next scene is Kailyn's scene and Lux with his cute little self. He's so cute. So Kailyn is over here planning out the baby shower with Michaela. That's not how you plan baby showers. That's not how you plan baby showers, okay? It's nice and all to want to get input from the mom, but I'm old school and baby showers are supposed to be surprise. So the next scene is Chelsea, and she says that this morning is the day of Watson's surgery, and they're both really nervous about it. So they're getting ready to take Watson to have his surgery for his ears. Now the surgery's done, and only one parent was allowed to be in the room with the child when he was under, so that was Cole. Cole was in there with him, and Chelsea stayed out or whatever. And so now they're bringing him home, and she says that Cole still is a bit shaken up because he didn't like seeing his son put under anesthesia like that. So we're at Brianna's scene, but we're still here with Roxanne and Devon and Nova. Nova's finally leaving, and I'm glad that Nova finally got to visit her dad's place. Seems like a pretty suitable place, honestly. It looked very clean to be for for 2 guys to be living there, and this is maybe they cleaned before Roxanne got there. I don't know. But it's great that it's only them 2 there. I personally can't do roommates. Girl, I tried. I lasted a long time, I would say that, but I cannot do a roommate again. I will never live with another I will not. I will not. I will never live. And don't come at me 2 or 3 years from now if I ever get engaged. I'm never getting engaged again either. But, and maybe I'll do a video about why I'm never getting married again. So I hope the lighting looks good for you guys. Let me know how you think, what you think about my lighting. Does it need to be brighter? Is it fine at this level? Let me know. All right. Roxanne goes ahead and later on she FaceTimes Brianna and gets an update on Stella. Stella looks like she's doing well. Brianna says that if she gets a fever, y'all know how it is. Even when you're an adult, if you have surgery and you get a fever, they're going to keep you in the hospital a couple more days, okay? Because they want to know, is this an infection? Is an infection back? Did it leave? Whatever. And so then Brianna asks Nova about how her visit to her dad's house went, and she said it went great. Do you want to go back again? Nova's like, yeah, and blah, blah, blah. I love you. I miss you, blah, blah, blah. So the next scene is Leah's scene, and she says that Addie is at her sister's, and she thinks that Jeremy's leaving is affecting Addie even more now. So I don't know why Leah has been, I'm really sorry, and I like Leah, but she has been so annoying to me. This lovey-dovey, ubery-goobery, sticky sweet scenes every single time she's in a scene with what's his name? Jason. I'm getting sick of it too. Okay, there's a couple things I'm getting sick of rather, on this show. And the mushiness is a little irritating. So anyway, okay, they're sitting there talking about Jeremy and how his stuff is affecting blah, 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 how his stuff is affecting Addie. And Jason has the nerve to say, well, if something was affecting me, if it was my job, I would quit my job. You're going to quit your freaking job that's paying your bills, huh? Let me tell you something. Jeremy's not getting the money that Leah's getting, okay? And the man has to work. If he's not going to work, he's not going to have what he needs, okay? Yes, MTV does give him money, but Jeremy's thinking about the long run. Jeremy's thinking about the long term. And Jeremy knows that Teen Mom, I don't know how many times I'm going to tell y'all this. I say it all the time, but for the people who are new to my channel, and there are a couple people that are new to my channel, Teen Mom ain't lasting the next 10, 20 years, okay? I'm not fin to be on here watching Teen Mom grandmas, okay? I'm not fin to be doing that, okay? I plan on living till I'm 90-something, hopefully. From my mouth to God's ears, okay? But, yeah, Teen Mom isn't gonna be around forever. So Jeremy he's stacking up his bags, he's stacking up his money, and he's getting his life together, okay? Now, yes, you wanna make time for your children. And believe me, if I could stay home with my children all day long and never go to work, I would do it. But I'm the only one paying this rent, okay? I'm the only one paying these bills. Therefore, I gotta get up, I gotta get out, and I gotta work. What do you want me to do? I was like, I understand that Leah's annoyed that Jeremy's not around Addie like that, but what is the man supposed to do? That's all I want to know. Leah, are you going to give him a stipend? Are you going to give him money? Are you going to give him a portion of your Teen Mom money so he can stay home with Addie? Because I'm sure that if you said, listen, I will give you $300,000 a year if you decide to stay home with Addie. I'm pretty sure that's more than, it might be more than what he's making now. He'll stay home and he'll be with Addie forever and ever, and you can have your built-in babysitter, and then your life will be perfect. Okay, no, then you'll be complaining about something else, Leah. Leah, you don't go sit down somewhere. I understand what you're saying, but there are just some things that kids just gotta understand. Like, my kids don't like that I have to go to work, but I have to go to work. And Addie needs to understand, yes, I miss my dad, but he has to go to work. Alrighty, guys, that is the end of this review. Thank you so much for your patience. I got a fitting session coming, okay? That'll come later. We're not gonna talk about everything, but we are gonna talk about a couple things that irked me this week. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching my channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.